Hola Bandidos, ¿cómo estamos? Welcome to Mel's Magic. This is episode 16 and we're already in season 2, as you know, halfway through actually. I'm doing each season up to 22 videos. Y voilà, estamos ya sábado 12th of February. And as usual, Owl, the other owl is outside. Owl and I say hello. But I had again a bit of a hiatus because I was brainstorming on how to continue my episodes because I actually want to branch off, or I've decided I want to branch off into two streams. So for one, I will continue these energy readings, but I will keep them shorter. So I'll try and do my daily energy reads, which is basically just me pulling the energy of today and general energy. It might reflect more of my experiences, but because we're all connected, I'm sure you can relate to some of the cards, if not all. So that will be one stream. And the other one I'm developing is perhaps my more academic, based on my academic background and doing topic-based talks, and then later on hopefully discussions on certain topics, especially on my journey and transformation through and out of depression. Voila. So hence the little break. Y bueno, para hoy, für heute, we pulled the Empress in reverse, which is kind of interesting now since the last reading I shared was this super high new entering this new cycle with the world and all these fabulous energies, Empress energy in upright actually. So I guess at the moment we, nothing stays on just one vibe. We live in a universe of contrast. So fluctuations are just normal. Let's not despair here. It's more a matter of detecting when we are dipping maybe too low and too high and trying to keep ourselves in balance. And that's exactly what this card is warning us about. So the question here raised is, Empress upright is like the absolute like queen of the tarot, no? It's major, it's like the best, most creative, most loving, most fruitful, most giving energy. So in the reverse, it's a little bit of an invitation to ask ourselves, are we maybe off balance in the sense, are we too mothering to other people? Are we overgiving? Are we extending ourselves beyond our own boundaries? That's really what the Empress in reverse, or how I at least read it, is encouraging us to ask ourselves. So I'm sure that you are a generous and giving, you have a generous and giving heart. I guess the question is just to, watch it and ask yourself why, or at what point is the giving too much? And if it is too much, where is that coming from? Is there some kind of need in us of, treacherous territory, seeking validation again, or perhaps falling into this healer rescuer role, like, okay, I want to help, that's good, I really want to push them to heal. We can't push anyone to heal. I mean, I've been on the other end in my own journey where when I was not ready, when I was super resisting, and so many friends and so many people who cared were pushing me and encouraging me to do this or that, and I was just cut off from it because I was not open to it. So again, it's always nice word, but energetically, it's always a beneficial thing if we want to share, because we're all connected. And if you feel that you have something to share, then do it. But just be careful not to fall into this codependency role where you're maybe falling into a mother-child relationship with another adult instead of an adult-to-adult relationship, which instead of feeding a kind of dependency and victim versus rescuer role, there is a mutual interdependent exchange of trust, compassion, and support of this interdependence. So that's what the Empress card is calling us to recognize. And the clarifying cards from the Light Seer deck are interesting. One of them is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So upright, you see this, looks like from the movie Pi, a super inspirational image. In the reverse, I guess, maybe because we've been exerting ourselves or focusing too much on supporting or helping or pushing others, that we have a little bit neglected our own practices of going inwards and receiving guidance and insights, which can only happen when we focus back on ourselves and pull back our energy into our own energetic boundary. So just beware, in tandem with the Empress in reverse, that you are spending time on your own self-nurturing and nurturing that connection I've been talking about, which takes a daily practice, a daily ritual to go inwards and connect with your own divinity. And the other clarifying card, let's keep these up, was the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers upright talks usually about a choice to be made, apart from the obvious potential for a loving relationship. In the reverse, I read it more as to do with this inner disharmony. So we all have masculine and feminine aspects in ourselves, regardless of gender. We all have psychically the animus and the anima. So a kind of assertive go-getter energy and a more receptive intuitive energy. Now the thing is to keep both in balance, and perhaps because of the general Empress in reverse energy, the Lovers in reverse comes up as again supporting this notion that we need to tend to our own inner balance of energies and not lose ourselves in extending ourselves outwards beyond our own boundaries. So these were the two clarifying cards from the Light Seers deck. And from the Wild Unknown Tarot, clarifying this general energy of the Empress in reverse, I pulled the Ace of Wands in reverse. This talks about tending to our own inner passion, own inner fire. Perhaps with this recent shift in energy and stepping into this new cycle, we're overflowing with energy and inspiration and willingness to connect to others and to bond and collaborate and share. But at some point, the question is always, how far are you going? Remember to tend to your own inner fire, inner passions first. Vale? And in tandem, from the Wild Unknown Tarot was the Star card, which together they talk about, the Star card talks about exactly that. Are you following your own inner North Star? Are you connecting with your own silence? Silence is so important. I love the Star card because for me it really talks about this solitude. We are part of a bigger galaxy universe, but only we can shine in our own true light if we nourish that light also. So are you tending to your own shine? Are you following your inner compass? Are you listening to your intuition? Are you creating space to listen to this intuition? Or are you too out there? So remember to follow your own North Star, your own inner voice. And I pulled a few cards from the Angel Oracle. It's kind of vintage retro deck. And the energies are super fitting here. Some advice from the angels. Numero uno. Nummer eins, take your power back. Archangel Raziel says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. So we can only do this if we spend time in solitude, in contemplation, reflection, connection with source, our own inner divinity, and creating that space and clarity of our own intentions. What do we want? And to focus on those intentions. It's really one of my main, as a life path number 3, so-called weaknesses or challenges to remain focused. I'm so excited about so many things that I need to kind of tame my inner child, although I love her, tame her and say, okay, listen, we have only so many hours a day. Where do we focus our energy on? Which projects do we want to focus on till the end and see them through till the end before we jump on another bandwagon? Vale? So Metatron says the same. Prioritize your time and energy. Focus on your highest priorities. It will help you get organized and motivated. So isn't that a good advice from Metatron following Archangel Raziel? Take back your power and then get organized and focus. And the last angel card was moon cycles. And you know we've got an upcoming full moon in Leo. I'm a Leo. Next Wednesday, 16th of February. So Haniel is the angel connected to the moon. She encourages us to notice how the moon reflects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. So I encourage you to make a list of things you want to release, that you're ready to let go of for the coming full moon, things you're grateful for, and connect to the moon. Make your own little moon ritual. The moon will listen, Haniel will listen, and help you get rid of things, let go of things, and nourish this energy of gratitude. Okay? And funnily enough, this is just one additional, it's not really a card, it's a postcard that jumped into my perception this morning. It's a volcano. When I saw it in reverse, so very fitting with the Empress, general Empress energy in reverse. Now, if we see the Empress energy as being this full-blown creative force, and the same goes for a volcano, in reverse, I would read this very much tying up with the Empress in reverse and saying, hey, tend to your own inner passions, regroup, recoup, write down your intentions, your priorities, make a SMART plan, SMART standing for strategic, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound goals, and kind of set a plan for yourself. That's what I'm going to do, guys, because I need to regroup and reclaim my Empress energy. Vale? That's our message for today. I wish you a beautiful weekend. And as I said, I will continue these energy readings, and I will open a whole new playlist with a different type of Mel's Magic talks. And I encourage you to stay curious and watch out for this new playlist, ¿vale? Entonces, les deseo todo lo mejor, alles Gute von mir, von Javier, und wir sehen uns for the next episode. Oh, and in case you're wondering why I was wearing, it's so fitting because I told you I'm a Leo, and I can't really put it around. Okay, it's basically this garden thing I found, and it's in the symbology of Leo. So I'm going to make a nice proper necklace out of it. Be inventive and work with what you have in your immediate environment. Vale, saludos de Magic Mel, un beso, muchos abrazos, and see you soon. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. Ciao.